Thank y'all. Is going? Okay, good. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. What a time to be alive. I feel like that's the thing I keep hearing people say on social media. What a time to be alive, something will happen. It's like, what a time to be alive. Yeah. So I talked to my dad today. I was kind of depressed on Saturday, and he had called me, and I told him I would call him back. I didn't call him back that day. I called him today, and yes, it was helpful for me. We're talking about these times and these bodies and these presences we're in, this moment, this body I'm in, the body you're in, and I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. My mom is from Greenville, Mississippi. And my dad is from Memphis. And I guess for as long as I can remember, can somebody tell me the time? One loses sense of time.
6:22.
Okay, one loses sense of time. So for as long as I can remember, there are these stories, these rhythms, this movement, this history, this presence, this knowledge, this legacy of who we are. I feel like, and sometimes people don't want to hear this kind of stuff, but there wasn't ever a time when I didn't know about Black people or about slavery or about, or the places we were from. It was always a story, my father, he's a musician, he's an educator. He studies African music. This is actually his. And I asked him about it today. He says, yeah, it's older than me. I think he got it in the 70s. And I started dancing in it when I was four, I guess about 14 or 15. I started dancing here in my yah in this. So I guess I've been kind of dancing in this garment for a while, and the last time I danced in it was last month at my aunt's funeral. And so I guess since I was a teenager, I've also you find yourself dancing in these moments when feeling is needed and energy is needed, and you need to change something and move something, and you need to appreciate or something. And I've danced at a number of funerals. And I always talk kind of in circles, So this piece here by Fujikasa Satoko, I'm probably saying it a little bit. Could you say it for me? Okay, you want to have the. And so I saw it, because they gave me this prompt to come into the museum. I'm probably gonna walk around. So to come into the museum and look at things and see what I felt and what was relevant. And so, I came through the gallery and I saw this and this was beautiful and this was beautiful. And then I saw this and I felt really drawn to it immediately. And so the artist, she talks about this vital energy, how her work, she wants to show this vital life energy and the energy of change, and she works with clay, and it's like little coils, piece by piece, little coils. She starts out with a base, and it looks so huge and expansive right here, but if you look down at the bottom, the space in which it's standing is actually a little kind of small, And so she starts, and she has these little coils of clay, and she like adds them one to the next, and she like folds them out into this sculpture, like from the base, like tiny, tiny things. And it takes so long. I think it said like months or like a year to do one. And as I saw this also, I came in here to dance, to like feel it. And I came in here to feel it. And just trying to understand it, you know. I started out here in this part of it, and you're trying to like trace the movement of this thing and like understand where all the pieces connect. And it's so amazing because it's like you'll be here, and then you'll come around here, or you'll follow, and then this, and you're not sure how, but like these kind of, like, I guess I can think of these as like lines. These lines that come up, they connect to this other part on this whole other side, and like, I don't even know how she would have done it, like brought this thing together. So everything connects, you know? And also this idea that, you know, this base, this groundedness, like there's this part here, but then also there's this big swell here, this like big swell of I don't know if it's water or energy or something, but you also need like this base to ground you in your movements. Like there's flight, like you can go high and high as you want to, but you still need this like this groundswell to send something up. And I guess a lot of people here in this city, like they know me for my photography that I do, and I guess for this project, the Black Portlanders. But I guess the first art I knew was this song, these rhythms and these dances. Like my dad's a drummer, and there were all these artists. There was all these Black artists when I was a child. These quirky, amazing people, like, you know, like just like these Black like revolutionary people, these like civil rights activists and storytellers and like dancers. And people, you know, like turn their like barrel turns in theaters. And I guess to bring it to the moment at hand, where we are, and the valuation of people and bodies and your body and like your hands and like your smile and your breath and like when like you go home at night and like who you love and like who has access, who has health care, who is allowed to be. And I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Actually, there's this, and it's still kind of roundabout. Can somebody tell me the time again? Okay.
6:29.
Okay, got you. I'm a storyteller, and I'm using photography to like find people and to like you know, like to say hello, like, you know, like how are you and what are you doing, and like you're important in those like little moments. Like I came to this guy's house and I like talked to him, and he's amazing, and he has this amazing art, and like he's so important in this place, as are you. And I think as a photographer, you're still moving, like you're looking at things from all the sides and all the angles, and you're trying to figure out what works and what has power over you and in you, and what has power within others. So this essential moment in this piece here, when you see so much movement in it, like you can study it and you can feel it swell, and this like dip here, and then how this comes up and how this like it all connects, and there's this like spout here. And all these things, but it's so awesome because it's still one moment, like it's not moving. She evokes a thing. She evokes a movement. She evokes a movement. She evokes a movement. We need to evoke a movement.
Yes.
We must evoke the movement, and we must evoke the moment. In others, in ourselves, this spirit within us. And I haven't been dancing for a while because I've been shooting, I've been focusing on other things, and I haven't been dancing. And so I started to dance, and like I didn't feel my dance in me. Like I didn't feel my body. Like I felt like I used to not even care. Like I was just like, go out there, and it was just like wow, and you have it, and it's there for you. And there's these moments where you have to like get back in step with your pattern and your spirit so you can evoke yourself, you know, in your own body. And so I find in this moment with this election, but even further than this election, because I think we know, and I'm a bash it, you know, I'm a black body here. My folks were brought here as slaves, some of them. And so for me, I feel like you have to get out of this worldview that something has created you. It was at the time legal by someone else's written word and story they evoked or told or said. And I'm going to speak in the first person because I am the people. I am the people that I was. I am the people. I am those ones who got me right here. And so it was illegal. No, it was legal for me to be like, you could have my hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, this hand is yours. And like, you could chop off my hands. You could rape me. Like, my children are yours, you know, like I think there's also this thing here in Portland and also other places where people don't really actually want to say like what things are. And like, so it was legal for me to be bought and sold for like $350. So in this time, I don't listen to nobody who tells me anything about my beingness, your beingness. I don't listen to anyone, and I want to listen to everyone. I want to hear. I want to be changed. I want this spirit of like vitality. I want it to come into me. I want to come into myself. And so I guess as we like leave this room and you know, in this moment I can sit here, I can close my eyes, I can be like right here. And this is my body, this is my voice, this is what I'm saying, this is the words that are coming out of my mouth. And like in this moment, and then after I leave here and you leave here and you go home and you like take your your car or your bus and you're home tonight or wherever you are. Wherever you are, come out. Like literally come out. Like come out of you. Come out of your ideas. Come into your ideas. Speak up. We have to protect each other. Like, you guys are valuable to me. You know, the election morning, and I'm hearing these things from black people here in Portland, like somebody, like people saying your time is over. I've heard a number of these stories, like your time is over, like N-word, like no, and I feel like there's this feeling that, you know, we're coming in like, protection, like, you know, like, I gotta come in, like, I can't look people in the eyes when I'm on the bus, or like, ooh, well, you know, I can't say that my name means victory in Arabic. And it means expectations or like waiting period in Farsi, you know? Like, ooh, I get a, or like, ooh. Or like, ooh, I can't, that's the wrong thing to do. That's the wrong thing to do. Like, and that's why you need elbows too. Like, also my dad, he gave me some songs to listen to. That song, the Creator Has a Master Plan. Some Earth, Wind, and Fire songs. And I think artists in this time, you wonder what you can do. Like, you wonder what your thing can do. And we're in this art museum here. And you wonder what these things can do. And I think coming back to that song, The Creator Has a Master Plan, and you can look it up. And there are all these ideas of the Creator, you know. There's like so many ideas of the Creator. There's so many ideas of the Creator. And the artist is a creator. And my mom, Wanda Abioto, is a creator. And my sisters, my 4 sisters, they're creators. And this lady right here is a creator. And this guy right here is a creator. And like this guy right here is a creator. And all these folks are creators. Like, so in like dismantling this like grief that so many of us are feeling, this like fear, this like international weight to like come back to the moment and the many moments we inhabit each in ourselves. This creator, this creatrix, like, don't quit. That's the other thing my dad said. And I laughed for the first time talking to him about this whole election scenario. He said, you gotta give it to the guy, like he doesn't quit. He like doesn't quit. And like he didn't quit. Through all the like ridiculousness and the like talk and like through all the utter insanity, the baseness, he didn't quit. And so when folks were like, like, you know what, you know what, you know, he was still going. And so I think there's this thing here, like, once again, that coming into ourselves, like, we gotta hide, like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't quit. Like, keep walking in your path, keep walking in your place, like, come up, shine out harder, even harder than all of those things. And like, I'm so available, like, call me, send me an email, because this is in the moment, like, we need to, like, actually be, like holding each other and, like, touching hands and, like, finding out people's phone numbers and, like, finding out where people live if you want to share it, because I feel like we're too online and we're not in a place with each other. Like, we need to build other systems underneath and above, on every level, like every single medium. So yeah, what I am, I'm a dancer. I'm someone who's trying to evoke myself in my body as I exist in these few years I exist, in which I don't remember from where I came and I don't know where I'm going. And when I say that, it gets real critical and it gets real creative. So I'm a dancer, someone moving through space and time, trying to evoke a critical energy in myself. Oh, I have one last little bit of story. When I was in like the 3rd grade, and so I've always had this energy, this red energy where it's like, I have to get it out, like I have to do something. And like sometimes like I'll be up and I have to send these emails to people because I have like something and I just have to get it out. And so I've always had this red energy that I always felt afraid. That like it would scare people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like if I shared it, that like people would be afraid or they would like run away from me or even, I don't know, it happens a number of times. Sometimes it happens like randomly. It happens when I fall in love or something and it's like, I'm afraid if I just let everything out, then it would like, people want to be gone from me. And so this energy, so I remember being in like the 3rd grade and I'm like in the rows because we're all in rows, right? We're all in rows. And like we all need to be in rows and like you need to like sit down and you need to be quiet and you need to like learn your lesson. And you don't need to speak, you don't need to talk, you don't need to get out, you don't need to do anything. And I remember like the teacher went out of the classroom and like I come from this place with like African drums and dancers and theater people and like the Nubian like theater company and like all this stuff, and I come from this energy. And I don't know, I just remember like getting up out of my seat and I was just like dancing and moving. I was like moving in the classroom. I was like doing stuff. This like, I just remember it, this like feeling this energy, and it was just like, something I had to do. And I remember, you know how they have like the monitors, like the class monitor, like somebody who's like, you know what, you look at people, like you see what's going on and like you tell me what's happening and like that kind of thing. This monitoring and this like everything that happens when you feel like you're in a position of authority over others who are just like you, just in your time, also in their moments of life. And I remember that person told on me, like they told on me, and I still stutter, but I stuttered a lot. When I was a kid. Like I couldn't always communicate with people and had problems like making friends and stuff. But so I always had E's for excellent because I was always like silent, you know. I did. I was always like, you know, just reading my books and stuff. And I remember I got like a mark because I got up and danced, you know, like, because I got up and danced. So like, y'all just get up and dance in your capacity, in your moment. If you see somebody being harassed or whatever, like step in. This is gonna take a lot of little moments, a lot of little pieces, like those little clay coils. It's gonna take a lot of little pieces coming together. It already took a lot of little pieces to get to this moment, and we have to be the connectors. We have to be these people who are looking out for each other. We have to be these people. We have to be these people in this moment. We're not going back, y'all. I'm sorry. We're not going back. We're not stepping back. We're not stepping back. We're going forward, okay? Like, we have to be these little pieces, like, from the tiniest stitch, like, make that stitch so strong. Like, you see something, like, step in, you know? Like, just no, we are the creators. So, from the little stitch, to that thread, to the weaving, to the making, to all these things. Step into yourself with your errors, with your knowledge, with your celebration. Like we make this thing. We make this moment. Tell folks, be out loud. Tell folks in your secrets. Tell folks in your family rooms. Tell folks out on the street. Tell folks where you work, where you live, where you pray. Like, we are that infinite thing. And so, yeah, here I am. My skills are, I'm a photographer, I'm a dancer, I'm a writer, I'm a thinker, I'm a feeler. I want to be okay being wrong so I can learn about all these things. I want to listen to other people so I can learn about these things. I want to live in my time. I want to live in my body. And what else am I good at? I'm good at intuiting things. What else am I good at? I'm good at travel. What else? I'm good at coming up with plans and logistics. I love adventure. So like, those are my skills. Those are the things I'm good at. So if you need me, like, call me. And thank you so much for being here, and I'm so grateful. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Huh?
You're a good connector.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm a good connector. I'm a good connector. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, and say hello to each other as well, if you feel like it. Yeah.